Hey Chanakyan, how are you? Hope you all are fine and welcome back to the video session. In this video, we are going to learn Geography of Grade 6. I hope you are clear with the chapter 1 to 4 and now we are going to learn chapter 5. And this chapter deals with major domains of the earth. Before start the lesson, let's see the topics which we are going to discuss. The first one, introduction, the domain of the earth, atmosphere. Under atmosphere, we are going to learn layers of atmosphere and composition of atmosphere, lithosphere. Under lithosphere, continents, hydrosphere. Under hydrosphere, we are going to learn oceans, and the last one, biosphere. See the introduction. The earth is the only planet where human being can find all the three life sustaining elements such as land, water and air. The surface of the earth is a complex zone. Here three main components of the environment, they are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, and they meet, overlap and interact. See the domain of the earth. What are the domains? What are the main components of the earth? They are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere, and atmosphere means the gaseous layer that surrounds the earth. The area covered by water is called hydrosphere, and the zone which contains all form of life is called biosphere. Let's see all these one by one.
Spheres of the Earth. Lithosphere. The lithosphere is solid, rocky crust covering the entire planet. This crust is organic and is composed of minerals. It covers the entire surface of the Earth from the top of the Mount Everest to the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is composed of all the water on or near the Earth. This includes the oceans, rivers, lakes, even the moisture in the air. Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that surrounds our planet. Most of our atmosphere is located close to the surface of the Earth, where it is the densest. The gravitational pull of the Earth pulls the atmosphere around it. Biosphere. Biosphere is the living world. It is a narrow zone of the Earth where land, water, and air interact with each other to support life.
By one, at first, atmosphere. See, the earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called the atmosphere, and this thin layer of atmosphere protects us from the harmful effects of the sun's rays. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 99% of clean and dry air. The atmosphere extends up to a height of about 1600 meters. So, in this, the layer of atmospheres are the troposphere, the stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Isn't it? Yes. Let's see all these one by one.
Layers of atmosphere. The atmosphere always protects us from the cold and lifeless space. It is a complex mixture of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. It is made up of key layers. The lowest layer of the atmosphere is called the troposphere. It is only about 10 kilometers thick. Life is supported in troposphere. Oxygen, which is crucial for life on Earth, is found in the troposphere. Approaching 13 kilometers, an invisible boundary in the atmosphere is crossed where the troposphere becomes the stratosphere. This contains ozone gas, which protects the Earth from the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiations by partly absorbing them. At the height of about 50 kilometers, the stratosphere becomes the mesosphere. It's this layer that protects us from the meteors. When the meteor enters the mesosphere, it compresses the air in front of it. Most of the meteors burn out. From the Earth, they look like shooting stars. At around 85 kilometers, there is the fourth layer known as thermosphere. Temperature in this layer shoots up to 1000 degrees. The atmosphere is so thin here that according to the scientists, the space starts beyond 100 kilometers. All four atmospheric layers are crucial on the planet. Compared to the size of the Earth, with a diameter of approximately 12,600 kilometers, the combined thickness of these atmospheric layers is nearly negligible. The volume of the atmosphere is just 5% of the Earth. However, the atmosphere plays an important role in preserving life on the planet, and without it, our Earth would be just another barren planet. For all life forms, the troposphere is the most crucial layer of all. In fact, approximately 80% of the total mass of the atmosphere is concentrated in the troposphere. It is extremely thin, but affects our daily life. It contains the air we breathe. Due to global warming, the temperature of this atmospheric layer is increasing, and is one of the reasons that we are experiencing extreme conditions. So, for keeping this vital air intact for our survival, it is necessary to maintain a balance.
Hey Chanakyan, how are you? Hope you all are fine and welcome back to the video session. In this video, we are going to learn Geography of Grade 6. I hope you are clear with the chapter 1 to 4 and now we are going to learn chapter 5. And this chapter deals with major domains of the earth. Before start the lesson, let's see the topics which we are going to discuss. The first one, introduction, the domain of the earth, atmosphere. Under atmosphere, we are going to learn layers of atmosphere and composition of atmosphere. Lithosphere, under lithosphere, continents. Hydrosphere, under hydrosphere, we are going to learn oceans. And the last one, biosphere. See the introduction. The earth is the only planet where human being can find all the three life sustaining elements such as land, water and air. The surface of the earth is a complex zone. Here three main components of the environment, they are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere, and they meet, overlap and interact. See the domain of the earth. What are the domains? What are the main components of the earth? They are lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. The solid portion of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere, and atmosphere means the gaseous layer that surrounds the earth. The area covered by water is called hydrosphere, and the zone which contains all form of life is called biosphere. Let's see all these one by one. At first, atmosphere. See, the earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called the atmosphere, and this thin layer of atmosphere protects us from the harmful effects of the sun's rays. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 99% of clean and dry air. The atmosphere extends up to a height of about 1600 meters. So, in this, the layer of atmospheres are the troposphere, the stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere, isn't it? Yes. Let's see all these one by one. The troposphere means it starts at the Earth's surface at extent 8 to 14 point kilometers high. The part of the atmosphere is the most dense. Almost all weather is in this region will be appear. Next, the stratosphere. What is stratosphere? Stratosphere starts just above the trop- uh, troposphere and extends to 50 kilometers high. Okay, the ozone layer which absorbs and scatters the solar radiation in this layer. Then mesosphere. The mesosphere starts just above the stratosphere and extends to 85 kilometers high. These metals burn up in this layer. Next, let's see the thermosphere. The thermosphere starts just above the mesosphere and extends to 600 kilometers high. Okay, and exosphere, this is the upper limit of our atmosphere. This is the upper limit of our atmosphere, and it extends from the top of the thermosphere up to 10,000 kilometer high. Is it clear, children? Yes. Next, let's see composition of atmosphere.
Earth is the only planet in the solar system that has atmosphere to support life. Take a look over this pie chart. The main constituents of air are nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide, and traces other gases. Let's discuss the properties of these gases one by one. Nitrogen makes up 78% of the volume of the air. It is needed for survival by plants in the fixed form. So, bacteria found in the soil fixes the nitrogen, which is then used by the plants. Nitrogen moves between atmosphere, biosphere, and geosphere in different forms in a process called nitrogen cycle. Oxygen makes up 21% volume of air. All living beings inhale oxygen for their survival. Green plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis. Cutting down trees disturbs the oxygen balance in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide forms about 0.03% volume of air. It is used by the green plants to make their food. Exhaled by living beings. Carbon dioxide has the unique property of absorbing infrared radiations coming from the sun, resulting in the heating of the Earth's surface. This is called greenhouse effect. So, carbon dioxide is known as the greenhouse gas. Other greenhouse gases are water vapor, nitrous oxide, and methane. Do you know, lot of carbon dioxide is emitted by vehicles and industries into the atmosphere. In fact, burning of fuels also disturbs the carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere. Can you think what will happen if carbon dioxide level becomes too high? Well, it will cause global warming. Global warming is the rise in the Earth's average temperature. Global warming has many consequences like melting of ice caps and glaciers, causing sea level to rise and flooding the low-lying areas. This can destroy the livelihood of humans and the natural habitat of the animals. Moreover, it will affect the world's weather and climate.
The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which makes up about 99% of clean and dry air, as we saw, and nitrogen 78%. The oxygen will be 21%, and other gases like carbon dioxide and argon and other comprise 1% by volume. See, oxygen is the breath of life. Will nitrogen help in the growth of living organisms? See, the carbon dioxide, through present in a minute amount, is important as it absorbs heat radiated by the earth. Next, let's see lithosphere. The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere. The solid portion of the earth is called the lithosphere, and it comprises the rocks of the earth's crust and the thin layer of solid. It comprises the rocks of the earth's crust and the thin layer of soil. Okay, there are two main divisions of the earth's surface. The large land masses are known as the continents. The huge water bodies are called the ocean basins. Okay, see the continents. Now we are going to see the continents, and there are 7 major continents. The greater part of the landmass lies in the northern hemisphere. First, let's see Asia. Asia is the largest continent, and the combined landmass of Europe and Asia is called Eurasia. Africa is the second largest continent, and it is the only continent through which the Tropic of Cancer, the Equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn passes. And North America, it is the third largest continent of the world. Next, South America and North America are linked by a very narrow strip of land called the Isthmus of Panama. Australia is the smallest continent. Australia is the smallest continent. It is also called an island continent. It is also called an island continent. And Antarctica, the last one, is permanently covered with thick ice sheet. Okay, it will be covered with thick ice sheets. Okay. Next, let's see the hydrosphere. More than 71% of the earth is covered with water, isn't it? Yes, as you know, 71% of the earth is covered with water, and therefore the earth is called the blue planet. And hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms. See, more than 97% of the earth's water is found in the oceans. A large portion of the rest of the water is in the form of ice sheets and glaciers or under the ground, and a very small percent is available as fresh water for human use. Only few percentage are available to consume. Okay, yes. Next, let's see oceans. The four major oceans are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, and Atlantic Ocean is the second largest one. The Indian Ocean is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. The Arctic Ocean is located within the Arctic Circle. Is it clear? Next, let's see the biosphere. This is the domain of life. The biosphere is the narrow zone of contact between the land, water, and air. All the living organisms, including humans, are linked to each other and to the biosphere for survival. The organism in the biosphere may broadly be divided into the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. Plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. It is termed as global warming. What it is termed as? It is termed as global warming. Okay, children, next let's recapitulate the lesson. See, we are learning the lesson major domains of the earth, isn't it? Yes, our lesson is about major domains of the earth. Under this lesson, you learnt about domains of the earth. The four major domains of the earth are lithosphere, that is land, atmosphere, that is air, hydrosphere, that is water, and also we learnt biosphere. It includes all the above three domains, isn't it? Yes, we there you learnt about domain of the earth. And then first you learnt about atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? In Greek language, atmos means vapor. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gas called atmosphere, which extends up to a height of 1600 kilometers. It provides us with the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful rays of sun, isn't it? Yes. Under atmosphere, you learnt about layer of atmosphere. What are the layers you learnt in this? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. These are the layers of atmosphere. And then you learnt about composition of atmosphere, and in this you learnt nitrogen takes 78%, oxygen take 21%, and other gases like carbon dioxide, argon are takes 1% by volume. The atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, isn't it? Yes. Next, you learnt about lithosphere. What is lithosphere? It comprises the rocks of the earth's crust and the thin layer of soil that contain nutrient element and which sustain organism. The solid portion of the earth is called lithosphere, isn't it? Yes. Under this lithosphere, you learnt about continents. The large continuous masses of land above the earth's surface are called continents. What it means? The large continuous masses of land above the earth's surface called continents. The seven continents of the earth are Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. And you learned what are these also. And then you learnt about hydrosphere. What is hydrosphere in Greek language? Hydro means water. Hydrosphere consists of water in all its forms. Hydrosphere comprises running water in ocean, rivers and lakes, even ice in glaciers, underground water and the water vapor in atmosphere. Under this hydrosphere, you learnt about oceans. Oceans are the major part of hydrosphere. As you know, our planet is called blue planet. The oceans are the major part of hydrosphere. The ocean waters are always moving. It will be always moving. The three movements of ocean waters are waves, tides, and ocean currents. The five major oceans are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. Okay? Yes. After this, you will learn about Biosphere. Biosphere is the zone where life extends. This is the sphere where other three spheres, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, which means it is the combination of three all the three space, that is atmosphere, lithosphere and hydrosphere. All the living organisms including man are dependent on this sphere for survival. Is it clear, children? Yes, these are the things you learnt in the lesson. So the glossary words are continents, strait, atmosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Is it clear? Yes. Okay children, let's see the home fun activities, that is your homework. In this you are going to make the layer of atmosphere. Whether you can draw or you can make with any materials which is available to you. Okay, you are going to make the layer of atmosphere. Is it clear? Yes. Okay children, we came to the end. We have completed the lesson. Chapter 5, isn't it? Yes. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.